and how I could see that this whole system was completely integrated into the physical, and when I died, this whole system shut down. It went black and grey and went into this rusty brown coloration, where before it was like this really clear silver metallic shine to it, with all these colors and movements moving within and throughout it, and from a systematic perspective it looked quite beautiful. And when I died, that just stopped, and I as a presence moved out, and the physical body remained the same, interestingly enough. Obviously, in terms of the human physical body will now, through time, deteriorate in its physical structural manifested form, but will within itself return to the substance of the earth in various ways, through animals, through bugs, through what is here of the earth, and would return. However, the system went from being that beautiful manifestation to shutting down completely, to literally evaporating, if you will, from going to that rusty brown, and eventually it just disappeared. And I, as a presence, was all that remained from all of it. So the only point within it that remained stable and that in fact returned to its original state was the physical. And once I was in the interdimensions, that's where I did my life review, which is what each and every single being does once they die. They have a look at their total life experience in facing the question, where were you? And it is interesting because when I looked at that question, that's what came up within me as I was looking at my life, was, where were you? And what was, dare I say, sad, because it's not like it's a sadness, it was something more deep and substantial and profound in that question, where were you? Because every single part of this existence asked that very question. And we tend to have a look at human beings in this world, and I mean everyone, no matter in what position you are, no matter how happy you seem, no matter how fine you seem, no matter how much money you have, no matter how little money you have, whether you're starving, in the process of dying, every single part asked that question, where were you? And that opened up the realization of how we participate in this world based upon what we see with our human physical eyes. And we have become acute within the ability to present a deception in this world, in this reality, to the extent that when we simply see someone, for example, smile, we perceive them to be happy, fine, or all right. Or if we see someone on the street and we immediately go into judgment or blame about it being their fault that they're on the street. And I looked and walked through everything and everyone with that question, and I realized that there's more than meets the eye. And we have to allow ourselves to really get to know ourselves, and through that start getting to know human beings, really. Start getting to know what is really going on behind the smile, behind sitting on the street, looking through the physical form into and as the actual source of what it is that has manifested that human being within the totality of who and how and what they are and where they are in this world, in this reality. We are so very quick to condemn and judge a human being within what it is that we're seeing, but we do not even take the time to, or the moment to get to know another human being really. Who are they? How did they get to where they are? Why are they what they are? Why are they where they are? If you simply have a look at your own life, in everything that happened to you to get you to where you are within who you are and what you do and how you do it, it is an extensive amount of influence, impact, experiences, thinking, living, doing, making mistakes, falling, standing up. And therefore, by that simple point of immediately judging someone just by one aspect of them is insanity. Because a human being does not consist of just that one moment of interaction that you have with them. A human being is the totality of their total extensive past. And in this, I realized, in seeing the totality of what is behind what we see with our human physical eyes, that I did have moments of opportunity where I could have made different decisions, taken different actions. But what I was caught up in was my desire to do something and get something done. And within that, being caught up in that desire, that one point, I neglected and separated myself from practicality in actually considering the people, the things, the family that I was in fact responsible for.